Okay, a couple things. I saw Cyanide, Where the Ronin, and Untouchable, and so I added more matches to the list. Now, all these matches, most of them were after 100, but there were two, I believe, that were before 100. So now I think I have 4 100 matches of the year. I mean, 4 number 100s. So in reality, this is my top 104 matches of the year. And honestly, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to touch the list anymore. I'm not adding another fucking match to this list. But I will I'm not going to erase those I already talked about. So right now, let me see how many I have. 100, 100, 100, 100. Yeah, 4, 99, 98. All right. The only match I need to talk about that I didn't talk about already was Bryan Danielson versus Yamato. I'll talk about that more in my review of the show, but that was a great and wonderful match. All right, now we're going to start at number 51 because Bryan Danielson and Yamato kind of pushed the list back. Oh, and Kings of Wrestling American Wolves from Tag Title Classic 2. That also pushed the list back. All right, I'm going to do this quickly. Nexus versus WWE. I love this match. I really like elimination matches, especially when they're done right. And this was built very well, in my opinion. This was when Nexus was actually hot. And I felt they should have won this match. I still say to this day they should have won this match. And especially it would have made more sense with Barrett recruiting Cena into the group. But if the payoff to it all was going to be the way they did with Cena, which was horrible, no matter what way you splice it, then maybe it wouldn't have mattered whether they won this match or not. Because in the end, the feud was just thrown to shits. But I did love this match at the time. I did love the psychology. I loved every guy played a great part, and Bryan Danielson coming back was just a big feel-good moment for me. I was so happy when that guy came back. So there you go. Kurt Angle versus Mr. Anderson on Lockdown. What many people say is the TNA match of the year. I personally disagree. I thought this match was great. And moving on. I know it's a beloved match, but I honestly felt it was great, and I thought it had great psychology and great storytelling. But there was a lot of stupid shit in the match too. That's why I feel some people are overrating it. Jack Evans and the Young Bucks versus Warriors from Ultimate Gate. Great match. House show main event though, so go check it out though. It's very underrated. Briscoe's American Wolves from the Ashes. Another awesome match. Really enjoyed it. I think it's a little overrated though. David Richards, Kota Ibushi at a Fall of One. Great match. Awesome match. That match happened a while ago. Wow. And I really did enjoy this one. It was kind of the start to Evolve, but then Davey kind of left Evolve, and then the match didn't have as much weight as it did. American Wolves of Kings Wrestling versus Briscoes and Young Bucks. SoCal Showdown. Great match as well, but again, kind of like a house show main event. Young Bucks versus Cutler Bros versus Peligro, Red House, Triple Threat, Guerrilla Warfare. This was great, but ridiculous spot fest. Like, ridiculous. Too over the top for me in some instances. But still a great and wonderful match. I'm not going to complain too much. One of the most underrated Ring of Honor matches of the year. El Generico versus Davey Richards. These guys had a classic at 8th anniversary show. Very underrated. I feel not enough people praised this match. Sugiura versus Akiyama. Oh, I have that match on DVD, actually. That's a great match. Really enjoyed it. Sugiura was just on a roll this year. Masato Yoshino and Naruki Doi versus Shingo and Dragon Kid, a freedom fight. That's fucking old. God damn. That's old. Yeah, that's an awesome match, too. Great tag team action. I feel a lot of people are overrating it a little, though. Roddy versus Tyler at Supercard of Honor. A lot of people thought this match was amazing. I docked it down because I really was unhappy that the New York crowd was booing the shit out of Tyler Black, because part of the draw, part of the amazing fact, one of the most amazing things about when Tyler Black won the title was that the crowd that hated him more than anybody in the world had opened their arms and accepted him in the 8th anniversary show. And Supercard of Honor, they kind of just said, we changed our minds. We fucking hate you again. It really ruined the 8th anniversary show moment for me, which is why that match dropped a lot in stock. If you look at my match of the year ratings, I had it at 4 3/4 stars, and I had it at number 3. And then I bumped it down to 4.5, and I moved it down to like number 9. I mean, really, just after that match alone. That match kind of hurt it for me. And it's kind of weird how one match could affect another, but it did. And I thought it was a little overdone in some parts too, but I still thought it was an awesome match. Morishima Machine Guns versus Generation Unit. Destination X. Pretty fun Ultimate X match. Great match. I really enjoyed it. Very underrated match. Yamato versus Masaki Mochizuki and Dragon Gate Infinity. You can watch all Dragon Gate matches on OpenTheDreamGate.com. I'll put the link in the description box. I most likely won't remember this, but hey. And this match is Infinity number 177. Go watch it. It's incredible. I remember a lot of people were raving about this match when it first happened. I finally got around to watching it, and it blew my socks off. I thought it was truly great. Go check that match out. Morishima Machine Guns versus Beer Money. In my opinion, the TNA match of the year. It was the best of 5 series in the whole effing show. I really enjoyed this match. This match was just incredible. And the crowd was going apeshit for it too the whole time, which helped a lot. To me, it just put a much better taste in my mouth after the Angle Anderson, more than the Angle Anderson match did. Koji Kanemoto versus Marufuji for the title. That one's old too, but that's an awesome Marufuji. Marufuji was having an incredible year before he got hurt. It's kind of a shame he got hurt. Daisuke Sekimoto versus Kotobushi in DDT. My DDT match of the year, which is one of 2 DDT matches I saw all of last year. Both of them involving Daisuke Sekimoto. Daisuke Sekimoto also had a pretty underrated year. He's featured a lot on this list. I don't think he's featured anymore, but he was featured a lot on this list. And he had a lot of really underrated matches. Roddy versus Davey for the title at Titanica. I think this match was a little overrated. I mean, I still thought it was great, but I thought a lot of people were just going a little too crazy for it. I don't even think it's my top 3 PWG match of the year. It might be, though, so I don't want to eat my words. Masato Yoshino versus Yamato for the Open Dream Gate title at Kobe. Awesome match and a great moment with Yoshino winning the title. Crowd was going crazy for it. It really put a feel-good moment in my heart. Roddy and Eddie versus Kenta and Aoki in the finals of the Tag League. This was a great, awesome match. Just a lot of crazy spots, a lot of ridiculous near falls. Strong and Edwards had amazing chemistry, and Atsushi Aoki was really impressive throughout the entire tournament. This match was great, much better than their match they had earlier in the tournament. I really enjoyed this match. The crowd went crazy for the finish. Just a great match overall. Davey versus Chris Hero for the title at 7. Sorry guys, I'm tired. Awesome match. Great title defense. Probably the second best Davey title defense. Probably one of the best Davey Richards matches all year, actually, the more I think about it. Kensuke Sasaki versus Go Shiozaki at the Noah's 10th anniversary show. Who's 10th anniversary? I don't remember. Oh! Duh. This is the very famous one. The one that AMC won, so it was his match of the year. This match was great. I'm not as high on it as most people are, but I still really did enjoy it. As most of you know, I'm not that big of a fan of Go Shiozaki. This was one of the rare exceptions where he truly outperformed in the ring and truly made me become a fan of him for that one night. Kevin Steve Corino versus Cabana and Generico in a street fight. Awesome match. Again, I don't rate this as highly as most people do, but I still thought it was an incredible match. Just a great atmosphere. Everything about this match I really, really liked. Awesome stuff. Undertaker versus Chris Jericho, the SmackDown Elimination Chamber. This match was awesome. People thought Morrison looked like a star this year, and he did, but he also looked like a star in that Elimination Chamber. And I really liked the booking of that chamber, and I really liked how Shawn Michaels made his entrance. Like, before that match, I wasn't that hyped for Shawn Taker 2. I was like, I'm not that excited for this. It's not going to be better than their first match. After this match, I was like, oh my god, I need to see that match right now. Like, that match got me really pumped to see that match. So, yeah, my 4.25 star match of the year. Next, we got the first Dragon Gate 6-man at Mercury Rising. This was great, but this was incredible, but a lot of people hate the finish, which is why I don't rank it as high as most people. I have another 6-man on here that I thought was better, so I'll get to that. Kevin Steen versus Tyler Black, probably the most underrated Ring of Honor match of the year. This was awesome, and in my opinion, Tyler's second best match of the whole year besides his match with Davey. So this was incredible. Actually, no, his third best, because I put this behind his other match with Davey. But this was awesome. I really love this. Great psychology. Steen told a great story throughout the match. Steen really is a very underrated wrestler. I heard his interview with Alan Farrell, and he was talking how, like, you know, he outperforms himself on DVDs because he tries to create special moments that people can take home and remember on DVDs. And he was talking about how he works his psychology through his matches, and it really made me a bigger fan of Kevin Steen than I already am. Richards versus Daniels. At Richards versus Daniels, awesome. A little disappointing. I'm still mad that they called the show Richards versus Daniels. I know some people thought that was a pretty meaningless complaint. I don't care. And it was an awesome match, I'm not going to lie. In my opinion, the second best Daniels match, singles match ever, besides his match with AJ at Turning Point, which, I mean, against All Odds, which in my opinion was his best singles match ever. As far as overall match, I mean, you have to include the cage match at Turning Point 2004. You have to include the Era of Honor Begins match. A bunch of other stuff, too. The Unbreakable 3-Way. So, yeah, 4.5 for that. Kings of Wrestling vs. American Wolves. I just reviewed this show. I spoke my piece on it. I thought it was this amazing spectacle that I originally gave 4 3/4. But it just went a tad bit too long, so I had to knock it down. But it was still great. Kamikaze USA versus World 1 at Way of the Ronin. That's right. I thought this match was better than the Mercury Rising one. Trusair did tell me, he's like, well, the Mercury Rising one had a shitty finish. That is true. If the Mercury Rising one had a better finish, that maybe it would have been better. But this I thought was just incredible. Akira Tozawa was on a tear in this match. He was performing all kinds of stuff. I don't want to talk about it too much because I'm going to review the show in a few days. But that match was awesome. One of my favorite matches of the year, Johnny Gargano versus Bryan Danielson from Absolution. I already spoke my piece about this match a few weeks ago. I thought this match was amazing, and I to this day, I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about just how amazingly the psychology was built in that match, how that match was built from beginning to finish. I love that match. I almost want to put it in my top 10. I love it that much. But I have limits. Tyler versus Davey at Tag Wars. Not as good as their Death Before Dishonor match, obviously, but still an amazing match. And it built a lot from the Death Before Dishonor match. Like you see a lot of spots that were done in Death Before Dishonor, and they were kind of teased of happening again in this match, but cut off. So, and same with the third one, too. So I like how the matches just kept building upon each other. This was another classic Davey match, for not much more to say. Briscoe versus Kings of Wrestling at Death Before Dishonor. Yes, I thought this match was much better than their Big Bang match, because I thought this match had more intensity to it. This match did not peak, and this match did not go on as long as the other one did, and the other one did not need to go on that long. So yeah, awesome intensity. I love this match. Shingo and Cybercon versus Shima and Gamma for the Open Twin Gate Championships at Open the Compilation Gate 2010. This is one of the Dragon Gate's pay-per-views, and this match is amazing. Oh my god, I love this match. Cybercon is super underrated. I have no idea why he's not in Dragon Gate USA. He so rightfully deserves to be there. Shingo, freaking beast. The best wrestler in Dragon Gate, in my opinion, and one of the best in the world right now. And Shima and Gamma put on a show with these guys. They had a great match. Great psychology. This match was incredible. I can't speak enough about this match. I thought this match was amazing. Chris Hero versus Akira Tozawa. Everybody probably already knows this match was amazing. The crowd was the best I've seen an American crowd all year. Said it. Yes. This crowd was going absolutely apeshit, and it just proves that if you thought PWG has shitty crowds and they don't care about the match, it clearly shows you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Like, no idea whatsoever. Because this match was insane. This match was great, but the crowd just made this match amazing. It really built into the match. Sugiura versus Morishima at the Joel Higuchi Memorial Show. This match was just incredible. These guys beat the fuck out of each other. I think this is my Sugiura match of the year. Yeah, it is. And rightfully so. This match was amazingly awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And Morishima put on a great showing in this match, too. And I believe Sean Carlton Zero said this was his match of the year. Go subscribe to that guy, by the way. I'm going to give him a plug, so I'm not going to exactly hype him up here. But go subscribe to him. And this match was jaw-dropping. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved all Sugiura's title matches for the most part. All of 2010. The only one I didn't like in 2011 was the match with Bison Smith, which I thought was and could have been better. Mike Quackenbush and Manami Toyota versus Claudio and Sara Del Rey. Awesome match. Under normal circumstances, this would be above and beyond the Chikara match of the year, but Chikara came back with something else to counter it. But this was still incredible. I still love this match. Everything about this match was just great. And yeah, Manami Toyota, impressive as all hell for someone her age. I mean, she's only like 40, 41, 39, something like that. But even then, just the way she moves in the ring is amazing. And she had a great showing that whole weekend. I'm so happy that Chikara brought her to the United States. Because even 10 years past her prime, the woman can still go better than almost any women's wrestler in the country right now. And that says something. Believe it or not, that does say something. I know you guys are like, ooh, women's wrestling, that sucks. Come on. Kings of Wrestling versus Motor City Machine Guns. My favorite Kings of Wrestling match of the year. I just love this match. I thought the crowd and everything about this match was incredible. I just feel that everything in this match just came together and it made it just a great overall experience. Like, I really loved this match for the first time I saw it. And I feel it's really underrated. I feel it's much better, not much better than it's much better than the Big Bang match, in my opinion. I feel it's like I said, best match they've had all year, in my opinion. Nakajima versus Marufuji at Kensuke Office. This is my most underrated match of the year. Because no one No one talks about this match. When it first happened, there was a little bit of a buzz about it, but now no one even mentions it, which is a shame because I thought this match was incredible, and I believe it's my Marufuji, the second best Marufuji match all year, and I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I think it's a damn shame that no one talks about it because this was incredible. Kenny Omega versus Davey Richards at Epic Encounter 3. What more can I say about this? This match was also awesome, but I will talk more about these guys as they are later on in this video. Actually, not in this video. They're in my top 10, but we'll talk about them later. Tyler versus Roddy versus Aries at Big Bang. Awesome triple threat. It's different from most triple threats where it's like, as Dr. Pepper Classic put it, a singles match with a revolving door where one guy leaves the ring, another guy enters the ring, they have a match, then one guy leaves the ring. These guys actually did triple threat moves with each other. They were in the ring, all three of them, for the most part. It was a really enjoyable match. I mean, it was different. You don't see a lot of triple threats like this nowadays, which is why a lot of people really praised it, and I did too. I thought it was incredible. A lot of people may not like a lot of people didn't like the booking at the time of Roderick being eliminated first, but I thought it actually worked. I built more towards Roderick's case of how he kept getting screwed. And I like the Kenny King interference, even though that technically didn't go nowhere. I mean, they had an Austin Aries Kenny King feud brewing, but I guess they just kind of decided it'd be better if they were still as a team. But still, either way, awesome match. And finally, my last match, which was originally my top 10, but after watching Final Battle, unfortunately, I have to kick it out of the top 10 and put it at number 11. Roderick Strong versus Davey Richards for the world title at Final Battle. Live, this was absolutely amazing. I was on my feet, as I said, but I still say to this day, Davey should have won the title that day. It's not just because I love Davey. American Wolf. American by birth, Wolf by nature. It's not just because I love Davey. It's not just because I was there. I felt it really was the right moment. And it's nothing against this match. I did have this match in my top 10. I took it out literally like 2 days ago. After I saw Final Battle, I was like, I don't think that was better than my number 10. And so I put it at number 11. I did love it. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was an incredible match. Just not quite top 10. I did love it, though. It's still an amazing match. It did come off better live. I'm not going to lie. Much better. Like, on DVD, it was still amazing, but it was nowhere near, like, oh, my God, as it was live. I felt on DVD, it kind of, like, it wasn't the same. Maybe, and don't think, like, I'm being a mark here, because I felt on DVD, a lot of the matches on the show were better than they were live. Like Eddie Edwards, Sanjay Dutt, like Kings of Wrestling versus the Briscoes, like Homicide, Christopher Daniels. There was only like a few matches that I thought were better live. Like Kevin Cena Generico was around the same. All Night Express, Colin O'Reilly was definitely better live. TJ Perkins, Colt Cabana was better live. And the women's match was better. That was about the same. Everything else, most of the time, was better on DVD. But the only like notable exception was that Davey Roddy, even though I still gave it the same rating as I originally did, Davey Roddy was just much better live. But on DVD, it was still awesome. Don't get me wrong. I guess I just didn't have the same feeling. Like Next Big Thing said, when Davey hit the shooting star press live, it felt like the entire place erupted. On DVD, it really didn't feel like that big of a deal. So you can see the difference. But anyways, it was still amazing. Now, my final video, I will do my top 10, including, most of you know, if you go to my channel and you go to my top 10 matches of the year, I have Tyler Black, Davey, Kevin Cena, Generico, and Undertaker, Shawn Michaels with question marks. Because I'm still deciding. I'm not going to do ties. I've decided I will decide a 1, 2, 3. I will decide my match of the year, my number 2, and my number 3. And I have a general idea of what it's going to be, but I'll need some time. So my last video, I will do my top 10 match of 2010. I mean, it's not on my page because I've revised it, if you've noticed. Because I believe Davey Roddy is still on my page in my top 10. So it's different. But anyways, that's it for me. I'm dead tired. I don't know if you've noticed the lack of energy in this video. Hey, this video is 40 minutes long. What are you going to do about it? Don't watch it if you don't want to. No big deal. I'm out, boys. See ya. I need to sleep.